Yeah, g'day. I'm Trouss, and this is a mod pack called the Simple Life 2 by 99 Blocks. We've done quite a few things since last time, bit of running around, but one of the things we did with all the supremium that we have down the way is create some supremium furnaces, and I'll just show you really quickly how really good these are. Now we'll take half a stack there, and as you can see, it's just getting chewed up and put away, which is a bit odd because I didn't. Wonder where that went. I actually wonder where that went. It's strange. It should have just cooked up. Anyway, extremely fast. We'll have to figure out where that stuff went later. So, continuing the quests, we have a ball of moss, and we need to let's see, is it? No, left, right, left. It said. Right click it on any bookshelf and you'll receive mending moss. Moss, bookshelf. That's very odd indeed. No, well, we'll leave that there. We don't we don't really need to worry about that. So we're going to what really? It's got to have come over here somewhere. What have we got? Binder. No, I haven't. I'm sure I haven't connected these. I'm absolutely sure I haven't connected these. No, that's not connected. Well, that's a bit of a mystery. Anyway, we're going to progress. We're going to make a mana spreader, and we are going to make a mana pool, and that will open up. Where are we? This one, yeah. That gives us a mana tablet. Once the spirit is placed, shift and right click with the wand of forest and select yes. Okay, and I've made a flower, so if we put that there, and if we put that there, and we grab this thing, we can, oh no, we don't want to fire that, we want to fire that to that. No? Is that right? Mana pool to mana spreader. What about that to that? Well, this is going very well. Let me think. Let's just collect the other mana tablet. So we actually have quite a bit of mana tablet, and I've run around and I've collected a bunch of these flowers which are in the flower pouch. Now I might just, if I pop these up here, we'll try and sort that out later on. Yes, okay, so a bunch of flowers. I'll save you all the dinglings, and we will continue with that at another stage, but I've got a load of other bits and pieces to get through. Excuse me. And we will do that. So I've got the dark steel, and we've managed to find a couple of these remarkable capacitors. A premium hungry wonder capacitor, and this one here has got the good crushed enhanced capacitor, and it's actually improved the efficiency of that quite significantly. So now that we've got a bit of dark steel, we can make, no, that's not it, one of these. Yes, an enchanter. Now I think that is, yeah, a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, I don't even I don't even know. Now what we do need, get some of those. Let's get some of these, and we'll head on down. 4 of those. What's the other one? It's not in there, of course. It's in there. And this one. Right. So off to the factory we go. And I've managed to build up a couple of other bits and pieces down here in the factory. As you can see, it looks a little bit different now. So we're actually not producing steel with the blast furnace anymore. We have an improved blast furnace, and it's actually stopped producing steel for us about 1550, and that made about 1050 steel, whereas the other 2 machines, or the other 1 machine rather, yeah, didn't make quite so many. 750. So production's good, but now we have even more steel. This is the steel essence and our wall of seeds and bits and pieces, but we want to get cracking. Oh, now I shouldn't really have made that one first, because one that I'm missing here in the essence of the world. So we've collected all of those. So the dark steel we needed to make, and then the end. Now we're a little way away from going to the end. So that is going to have to... Hello? Oh no, of course I need the other. Let's just grab one of those and a few of those. We'll make up all of our level 5 seeds, and we'll pop a few. Now I've made this conduit system is coming out and feeding directly into the draw controller there, so that's working quite nicely now, and what that means is that I can just pop my... We probably don't need to make any more of that, but what I'll do is I'll actually just manually make a few of those, because I need to pop them into... There we go, that's all of those. So I'll pop those in there, and the dark steel on that will make as well, because we only want... let me see, 1 and 1 and 1 and 1, and we can then find an appropriate place for these in the drawers. What was I going to do? I was going to do emerald there, diamond there. Let's grab that one out. Don't need that anymore. That's great. Have we got enough? Yes, we do. So we'll take those out, we'll put those in, we'll take those out, and we'll put those in. We have diamond and emerald seeds, so we want to match those up. Diamonds, emeralds, and the dark steel. That's wonderful. Vibrant alloy and uranium. So we're just going to sort this out here a little bit. Where are we going to put that? Let's put that one there and that one there. That should be enough of you for now, and just the manual to make. And once that's made up, we'll collect all of those up and actually probably move them into the auto production machines. So let's just take the uranium and emerald. That's, oh, you know, I put my food away, which is silly, but oh well, what are you going to do? So these now we can just chuck straight into there, so we don't have, oh yeah, dark steel. Do we make, oh no, we need to make dark steel. And I want quite a bit of dark steel, so there we go, that's enough of that one. Let's collect all of those up, and we'll put the manulin seed there, or sorry, the essence there, and the seed there. Diamond seeds, vibrant alloy, it's that one. Uranium is that one, and that should then be, what do we, okay, we've still got diamond, we've got a lot of ding-a-linging going on, and there's the dark steels, and the dark steel is going to go there and there, which is just fantastic. We are going to go into full production of emeralds, dark steel, and I think that'll be it for the moment. I'll think about what else I want to make. Emeralds, of course, we're running desperately short on. I think we've got maybe one. Yeah, probably only one. Now, one of the benefits of these, of growing these, is that you actually get a bunch of seeds. And I'll show you what I've done here. I've created this little chest here, throw the seeds in there, and they get sucked out, pulled and evenly distributed into some seed processors, hoppered down, and then injected back into the system. So if we look at the gold, we can see that's counting up very nicely, and filling our stocks with gold, which is very good. But making seed processors was quite the task. You need to go to the nether and get cobbled soulstone, which is horrendously treacherous in itself. You cook that into soulstone, you cook it again into soul dust, then you arrange the soul dust with some prudentium essence in this fashion here to make the soulium dust. Cook that again, you get soulium ingots. Turn those into blocks, and you can then craft the seed reprocessors. The mystical machine frames are pretty easy. Base essence, bit of chisel stone, you get 4 of them. So it's really just a bit of a process to get to the end. Soulium ingot blocks, which is what you need. So so that's all very good and trucking away quite nicely. So we'll have a look now at the emeralds. We're cranking, which is brilliant. Dark steel, same. We are moving along quite nicely. So the next thing we wanted to have a look at is we need to grab a couple of those. We need to grab a few of them and a few of them, and let's just grab a couple of those for good measure. I need to create power. Obviously I'm going to set up some thermoelectrics here, but I happened across something, and this was rather interesting, because if we pop, let's just for argument's sake pop that there, if we take a wire from there to here and have a look in, we can see that we are generating around 160 RF, which is good. You know, take this side, pop this side onto there, and we're getting around 170 RF. It's a bit of a different setup there with the lava and other bits and pieces, and eventually I want to change those out to uranium. But what I noticed was that if we link, let me think. Yes, if we link from there to there and join the two, and then connect that to the capacitor bank, we're only getting 256. We should be getting more than that. So it occurred to me, these connectors. Now I don't know if it's the connector or the relay, but one of them is limiting our flow of RF. Now we can remedy that by grabbing a few of these and a few of these. Yes, conveyor belts. I actually want quite a few conveyor belts, and that will give us another quest too, which is quite good. What I'm going to do with the conveyor belts is, I didn't think of this. So if we move up a connector size, let's get rid of those ones, and let's make a few relays as well. Pop, just to put that down, pop a few of those down. Now if we see, I don't know if we put that relay there and then connect, I wonder if the copper wire is the, I can't, what's that? Oh, so I can't actually attach those there. Oh, let's put paid to my, I didn't want to do that either. Oh, now it's all gone to custard. We just wanted to attach that to there and that one to there without connecting up the two in the middle. But again, yeah, we're limited. We're limited to 256 RF, and I don't quite know why. But it looks like I have to do a little bit more trial and error with the MV relays, but that's okay. I wanted to put the conveyors here, and then this will actually, right click, oh yes, an assembler, and that is beautiful. Now I have plans for the assembler, which I won't go into in too much detail right now, but I tell you what, it's going to be pretty awesome. Now I want the MVs and the MVs just to pop them in the new spots, and I think I must need to make MV wire. I'm sure that's probably what the problem is. So that's fine. That's fine. We can do that. We'll just keep going. I think it's not too bad here at the moment. We've got a little spider over here. Give him a taste of the old shuriken, which is just great. Now, so the next thing I wanted to get into is, let's just pop all those away and grab some food, which is great. So the next thing I wanted to do was, I didn't put that away. It's okay. Refined storage. I need that and that and that and that and that, and these ones and all those. And what this is going to make us is, if I can remember how it goes, which I can't remember it. Refined storage. We want the controller, which is that one. We want the solderer. Yes, there's an L in there. Solderer. It's a little shout out to any Americans that might be watching. And I was going to make, yes, I was going to make a bunch of these cables, because what I want to actually test is whether I can, or rather what the extent of these cables is, and that's all over the show. 6, 8, 12, yes, loads and loads of cables, which is very good. So what we'll do is we'll just pinch one of these things for the moment. We'll pop that down here, because why not? Oh yes, oh, she's lit up, she's lit up, she's working, and there's plenty of RF in there, so we'll be able to do that. And the solder goes on the side, which is excellent. Now this is the, well, that's our dark steel. Do we have anything else? Yeah, oh, there's a bunch of things that I do need to do in Ender.io, but I'm not sure that we'll get to it at this stage. Oh, and I noticed that Automagic has actually got the progressive engineering stuff in it, and a couple of other little interesting bits and pieces. So if I could find for the life of me, oh yes, of course. We're in storage solutions here, so we've now got a controller, gives us an uncommon loot bag, some silicon, that's great. We probably need to, more cable, which is excellent. So I think the first thing we need to do is to cook silicon and solder it, which is just dandy. So we can do that. What I'll do is I'll keep, for now, all the quartz enriched iron, which you need for this, and what are the other things that I needed to cook up? I can't actually remember right now. So does it take us through? Yeah, so processors, the basic processor to start with, and then the, okay, so basic, no, where's the basic processor? Is that it there? Basic processor is a printed basic processor, which is iron, okay, and printed silicon, which we're doing. So if we just grab a little bit of, let's do 8 of those as well. Yeah, pop them into there. We'll take the printed silicon out, and we'll put the printed silicon in there for the moment. We'll cook up all these bits and pieces that we need to cook up to make the first couple of bits in basic processor. It's the printed basic processor, which is the iron. Yeah, I've not done this before. A bit of redstone in the silicon. So if we get 8 of those, we've got 5. Let's get a bit of redstone. Let's get a ton of redstone. Don't really need a ton of it, but well, hang on. We didn't need to put those away. Let's take half of them, because I'm sure we'll need some more later. Now, does it have to go in the right place? Yes, it probably does. And that is going to cook up nice and slowly. So while we wait for that, let's throw together a mob masher. A mob masher. Excellent. Now this thing is just fantastic. Look at the state of that thing. I wonder if it needs a redstone signal or something to start. It probably does. We're into basic processors. That'll give us 2 more. That's excellent. Let's have a look at the improved processor next. And the improved processor is printed processor, which is gold, so we need some of the gold, and we've got some of the silicon, so let's grab some gold. Brilliant. Too easy. Pop that in there, take that out of there. 2 more basic, or 1 more, sorry, basic processor. How many do we need for those? Probably, was it 2? I think it was 2. We'll just take 2 out, I think. Yeah, we'll just take 2. We'll come back and we'll cook some more of those if we need to. 1, 2 of them. No? It doesn't want those ones? Which ones does it want? It wants printed silicon. It's a basic processor. That's... Haven't I got any printed silicon? Yes, I do. Well, let's just keep them all on us. It's probably a little bit easier. So that's great. The next thing we wanted to make is for our mob grinding. We want to make a fan, so that's, yeah, a block. We have a block of redstone. We have plenty of iron, and what was the other thing? It was, I think, any slabs. So if we make just a bunch of, don't know how many, quite how many of these I need. And can we make a fan? No, did we only grab one iron? Yes, good one. Let's grab a few more of those. these should be ready. Improved processes. That's great. Improved processes. Now I'm really like in desperate. Hang on, what? Why is it not grabbing? I'm trying to grab all of those, but it's not. Sure, I was shift clicking there, but anyway, that's fine. Don't push me. Yeah, don't push me. You silly machine. That's cool. Advanced processors now. We need one advanced processor. Okay. Advanced processor. I will need one silicon, and so I've got to cook up a couple of diamonds. Now, thankfully, because the mining worlds are so productive. God, that's scary looking. I wonder if we've got a. I know we probably don't. Let's make a lever. See if. Oh, hello, come back here. Thank you. See if we can turn this thing on. Oh yeah, it's just a redstone signal to turn it on. And that's just, oh, yeah, it works. It's working. 2 of those, redstone and 2 printed silicons. Yes, and that'll give us those. Now I'm going to need to, I imagine, cook up a bunch more silicon. So we were progressing, and at the same time we're going to go back and do yeah, some modifiers, because I think the quest book wanted to do some modifiers. Let's see, where were we? So we did the meat grinder, the mob masher, we've built the fan. Oh, we get another one, that's excellent. We want to make the left-right upgrade. So the left-right upgrade is, I know we need feathers. What was the other thing? More iron. Let's see if we can shift click some iron out this time. That's better. 1, 2, 3 there, and is that it? Yes, a left-right. A left-right upgrade. And with that, we'll take one fan upgrade. I don't know. Yeah, go on. That'll do. And then this one is, we want the mob masher upgrade, and the mob masher upgrade will be more. Oh dear. I need to make a bunch of. Those. We need some of them. We need some of them. And now the advanced processors are ready. This is good, but what I want to do is let's put the mob mashing stuff away. That's mob mashing. And we've got another part, so we want to make, yep, 4 of those, 3, 4 of those, and 1 of those. Gives us a sharpness upgrade, and we'll take the luck one. Why not? And oh, we've just about finished that lot. So punchy sticks. Oh yeah, no, I think I left some of those over here. Here we are. Punchy sticks. So we have finished off containment and control. Now, if I'd been able to figure out how on earth that mini-moss works, which I will endeavour to figure out at some stage, we might then have been able to get the Tinkers all finished off as well. But that's not to be. It's not to be today, because something's obviously gone a little awry, and we need to go back to get with it. Sunshine, get with it. Back to, I've just clocked out of there, of course. So storage solutions, we've done the advanced processes, claim and keep it, exporting, importing, storage, all those other bits and pieces I need to figure out. We will need more of these, I am sure. So at the moment, I think that's about all we can get through. And boy, the time does go quickly, but I tell you what, we'll leave it there, and we'll continue on where we left off in the next episode. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you, bye.